3. And Solomon joineth in marriage with Pharaoh king of Egypt, and taketh the daughter of Pharaoh, and bringeth her in unto the city of David, till he completeth to build his own house, and the house of Jehovah, and the wall of Jerusalem round about. Only the people are sacrificing in high places, for there hath not been built a house for the name of Jehovah till those days. And Solomon loveth Jehovah, to walk in the statutes of David his father. Only in high places he is sacrificing and making perfume. And the king goeth to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for it is the great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings cause to ascend doth Solomon on that altar. In Gibeon hath Jehovah appeared unto Solomon in a dream of the night, and God saith, Ask, what do I give to thee? And Solomon saith, Thou hast done with thy servant David my father great kindness, as he walked before thee in truth and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou dost keep for him this great kindness, and dost give to him a son sitting on his throne, as at this day. And now, O Jehovah my God, thou hast caused thy servant to reign instead of David my father, and I am a little child. I do not know to go out and to come in. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, whom thou hast chosen, a people numerous, that is not numbered nor counted for multitude. And thou hast given to thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, to discern between good and evil. For who is able to judge this thy great people? And the thing is good in the eyes of the Lord, that Solomon hath asked this thing. And God saith unto him, Because that thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thee many days, nor asked for thee riches, nor asked the life of thine enemies, and hast asked for thee discernment to understand judgment. Lo, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given to thee a heart wise and understanding, that like thee there hath not been before thee, and after thee there doth not arise like thee. And also, that which thou hast not asked I have given to thee, both riches and honor, that there hath not been like thee a man among the kings all thy days. And if thou dost walk in my ways, to keep my statutes and my commands, as David thy father walked, then I have prolonged thy days. And Solomon awaketh, and lo, a dream. And he cometh into Jerusalem, and standeth before the ark of the covenant of Jehovah, and causeth to ascend burnt offerings, and maketh peace offerings. And he maketh a banquet for all his servants. Then come in do 2 women, harlots, unto the king, and stand before him. And the one woman saith, O my lord, I and this woman are dwelling in one house, and I bring forth with her in the house. And it cometh to pass on the 3rd day of my bringing forth, that this woman also bringeth forth, and we are together. There is no stranger with us in the house, save we 2 in the house. And the son of this woman dieth at night, because she hath lain upon it. And she riseth in the middle of the night, and taketh my son from beside me, and thy handmaid is asleep, and layeth it in her bosom, and her dead son she hath laid in my bosom. And I rise in the morning to suckle my son, and lo, dead! And I consider concerning it in the morning, and lo, it was not my son whom I did bear. And the other woman saith, Nay, but my son is the living, and thy son the dead. And this one saith, Nay, but thy son is the dead, and my son the living. And they speak before the king. And the king saith, This one saith, This is my son, the living, and thy son is the dead. And that one saith, Nay, but thy son is the dead, and my son the living. And the king saith, Take for me a sword. And they bring the sword before the king. And the king saith, Cut the living child into 2, and give the half to the one, and the half to the other. And the woman whose son is the living one saith unto the king, for her bowels yearned over her son, yea, she saith, O my lord, give to her the living child, and put it not at all to death. And this one saith, Let it be neither mine or thine. Cut it. And the king answereth and saith, Give ye to her the living child, and put it not at all to death. she is its mother. And all Israel hear of the judgment that the king hath judged, and fear because of the king: for they have seen that the wisdom of God is in his heart to do judgment.